Now you answer the telephone and forget all about courts and laws and criminals, because you're going to carve this turkey, James Hardy.
Yes. Yes, bailiff. Well, keep me posted. Oh, Andy, what's the matter?
Dad, I want to join the Navy.
You want to join the Navy?
I want to bury myself in the Philippines or in a gunboat in China. Gee, Dad, modern civilization has got me down.
Would it help any if we indulge in little man-to-man talk?
Nope, you see, you don't know anything about women.
That's the second time today.
Oh, this is 1938, Dad. I'm afraid we don't speak the same language.
Maybe not, but I've got a hunch that Polly Benedict speaks the same language the day your mother spoke a good many years ago.
Why, Pop, Mom wasn't ever as young as Polly Benedict.
No?
Say, I never thought of that. You know, a guy, a kid, a young fella growing into manhood never thinks of his mother as ever been any younger than when he first remembers her. Oh, boy, that's funny. Just think of Mom, our Mom, going to kindergarten.
Well, having had some 30 years' experience with your mother, maybe I've learned a little about women.
Okay, here's the trouble, Dad. When you were young, did you ever have a bad reputation?
Well, I don't exactly know. In what way?
Oh, did a woman you love more than life, ever call you a cad?
Oh, what?
Cad. C-A-D, you know.
In more polite phraseology, guilty of conduct unbecoming a gentleman?
That's it. Well, Polly called me a cad.
Uh-huh. Were you a cad?
Well, when I first went to her house this morning, I did try to kiss her in the hall in front of Dennis, and she said I was a cad.
Considerable truth in that.
But I didn't see Dennis was in the hall. I just saw a chance to celebrate Thanksgiving in the good old-fashioned way.
And the young lady refuses to be mollified?
Huh?
You couldn't convince her you had made an error.
Pop, sometimes I think you can't ever convince a woman of anything.
It seems to me the necessary thing for you to do is some act that'll prove your sincerity.
I did already, but it didn't work. I walked all the way down to our aqueduct property and got some autumn leaves she wanted, and I took them to her house, but she wouldn't see me, so I had to leave them.
That was a nice gesture. Wait a minute, Andy. You were out of the aqueduct property near the county bridge?
Yes?
You didn't see or hear anything of a hold-up, a shooting?
Hold-up, shooting? No, I didn't see anything but that fella. He got lost again.
Fella lost again?
You know, the one that was here this morning. You said you were showing him the way home?
Andy, you saw that young man out on the aqueduct property? Are you sure?
Well, sure.
Which way did he go?
He didn't. He was sitting under a tree, and I was very polite and went up and asked him if he was lost again, and he said no. And then I saw that he was just sitting and crying, so I went on picking leaves.
And he was still there when you left?
Of course. He's probably still there yet. Hey, what's all the excitement?
What time did you first see this man? How long did you see him?
Well, gee, Pop, take it easy. Let's see. I left Polly's about 10 to 11. I must have seen this guy first about 11 o'clock. Took me pretty near an hour to shinny up the big tree and get some of the best leaves. Hey, Dad, what are you making such a funny face for?
You stay right there. Don't you move. Don't move. Where's that telephone?
Right here's the phone, Pop. Gee, if it had been a snake, it'd have bit you. Ha!
You just keep checking back in your mind on what time it was you saw him.
Oh, I don't have to keep checking back. I know what time it was. Say, when a man says goodbye forever to the woman he loves, he certainly's going to know what time of day it is.
Hello. Hello, bailiff. This is Judge Hardy. What was the actual moment of that hold-up and shooting? You what? Well, Bailiff Tim Blackwood has a perfect alibi. My son Andy had him in full sight for 20 minutes before the stick-up and 40 minutes afterwards. And Bailiff, go and pick him up. Just a minute, Bailiff. Andy, exactly where was this lad?
Down by the old stream bed, just across the county line.
You're sure of that? On the other side of the county line?
Positively.
Bailiff, you'll have to call up Eli County. That boy's legally a runaway prisoner. They'll have to take him in. He's on their side of the county line.
Say, Dad, couldn't I run down there and tell this fella to move back across the county line? And then I could just say somewhere on our property. That'd be the truth. And he would be on our property all the time.
Whoopee, Andy, you've saved the day. Bailiff, you pick that boy up. He never left my property, and I paroled him in my own jurisdiction. You take him to the courthouse, and this afternoon I'll personally drive him over, see his mother. Well, Andy Hardy, you've given one young man a real Thanksgiving today.
Oh, shucks.
Father, Andrew, doesn't anyone answer the bell around here? Why, it's Polly.
Polly.
Andy, I've been a very selfish girl, and I'm going to say what I have to say right out in front of everybody. I was mean to quarrel with you because you wanted to come home to your own Thanksgiving dinner.
Gee, Polly.
That's very nice of you, Polly.
Polly, why, you're simply wonderful. You've just done what Dad wants me to do with Dennis, and I'm going right over and do it.
Take my car, Marion. Fly to your boyfriend in the flaming chariot. Only be sure to look out for the holiday traffic, because my car ain't insured yet.
I fly. Tell Mother to hold dinner 10 minutes.
Polly, it's too bad you can't stay and have Thanksgiving dinner with us.
But I can. Father talked Grandmother out of having our dinner until 6 o'clock.
Boy, oh boy. Now I know what a real day of Thanksgiving is.
James, Marion, Andrew.
Why, Polly. Oh, dear, where's Marion? Polly, you must stay for dinner. I'll stay at another place.
Well, here we are again at a Thanksgiving dinner table. And in accordance with the Hardy custom, we always say grace for Thanksgiving dinner. It'll be very simple and easy to say the conventional for what we're about to receive. Oh, Lord, make us truly thankful. But I wonder if that's enough. I wonder if we shouldn't be thankful for the things we have as well as for those we're going to receive. Now, suppose each one of us says what he or she is thankful for. I'll start it. I'm thankful because we live in a great free country. A country whose democratic government shall never perish from the earth. Now, Mother, it's your turn.
We're happy because we're all here together, well and happy. And we're thankful because we haven't got all the things we want, so we can have a lot of fun getting them.
Yes. Marion?
I'm thankful because I have a father and a mother who are the wisest and dearest of all people, to help me grow up sensibly and to teach me to find happiness.
Now, you, Andy.
Pop, I don't know how to say it. I can always use a lot of expensive words when I'm talking about nothing important. But now all I can say is that I'm awful thankful. From way down deep in my heart. For all the things that you generally forget to be thankful for because you're used to having them. You know, things you never appreciate until you lose them.
That, my son, is true American Thanksgiving.
My own thanks and the thanks of all our audience to the Hardy family for visiting us tonight.
Over 50 years ago today in Nashville, Tennessee, in the stately dining room of a famous old hotel, you might have heard as you passed the table,
Well, I declare, I never tasted coffee as good as this.
It's grand, wonderfully rich.
I must find out what kind it is. Oh, waiter, do you know?
Yes'm. It's that new blend Master Joel Cheek perfected. He's calling it Maxwell House after the hotel.
today, Maxwell House is again the name on every tongue. People everywhere delight in the smooth richness of this new and improved Maxwell House. And this enthusiastic response is due, we believe, to three things. First, the Maxwell House blend has been even further enriched. 12 coffee blending experts spent 8 months before they found the way to enrich Joel Cheek's original secret blend. Second, the radiant roast process. By roasting each bean evenly all the way through, brings out more of the true coffee flavor. You get no weak coffee due to under-roasting, no bitter coffee due to parching. Third, Maxwell House is vacuum-packed, fresh and fragrant from the roasting ovens in the famous blue super vacuum can. So it comes to you, not just days fresh, but roaster fresh. Tomorrow, why don't you ask your grocer for a pound of the new Maxwell House coffee? At today's low prices, now's the time to make friends with this coffee that is richer, smoother, and probably more satisfying than any you've ever before tried.